But what was the vibe when he said, yo, and I announced it, J. Cho, I think I'm gonna make Cam the president of Roc-a-fella.
That's where the hate came.
That's where it went left.
That's why I was like, what? What just happened? Like I fuck with homie, he's doing his thing, but the president of Roc-a-fella? Are you kidding me?
Memphis Bleek just admitted that he hated Dame Dash's business moves and thought Cameron wasn't ready to be a boss yet. When Dame announced that Cam was going to be president of Roc-a-fella Records, Bleek didn't hold back at all. He said that was the moment the hate started. At first, he couldn't believe it. Cam was doing his thing, but president? That one shocked him. It shook the whole situation from his side. Cam explained to Bleek that the tension wasn't personal, but it was real. He had to humble himself and ask for help because the system at Roc-a-fella was so complicated. Cam needed guidance back then, and even though he was frustrated, he recognized the bigger picture. Now, I'm about to play this clip for y'all, but before I do, I just need y'all to leave y'all thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
So, Bleek, keep it 100. Keep it 100.
Yeah.
Because I felt the little tension or whatever, and I know I kind of was speaking. When I sit back, I'm older now, and I look back and think about it, I said, Dame told me something, and maybe he didn't want me to speak about it yet. But what was the vibe when he said, yo, and I announced it, J. Cho, I think I'm gonna make Cam the president of Roc-a-fella.
That's where the hate came.
That's where it went left.
That's why I was like, what? What the fuck? What just happened? Like I fuck with homie, he's doing his thing, but the president of Roc-a-fella? Are you kidding me? Yeah, that was it right there, bro.
That's where the whole shit kind of went left from y'all side point of view. Because I'm older now, and I sit back and think about it. Because at the time, I'm thinking for me, my point of view is this. I was at Epic. First I was with them, and then they whatever happened with them at Epic, and I had to go to Epic. And the situation wasn't right. And to be totally honest with you, me and Dame wasn't speaking. So I had to humble myself and ask him, because Roc-a-fella's up. This my nigga. It's super duper up. And we did a bunch of other shit. For me not to be speaking to ask for help, I'll be bugging. So I went to him and I was like, yo, I really need help. I need to get off this label and I need to go somewhere else. It don't even have to be Roc-a-fella. You could take me anywhere. And he's like, I'll help you. We squashed it. He's like, I'll help you out. And Dame had other distribution. I remember one of them being Elektra. And I was like, maybe we should, and this word, everything I love, I was like, maybe we should go to Elektra because you're already situated with everybody over there at Def Jam with Roc-a-fella. And I don't want to interrupt that. He like, nah, Cam, I got it in the smash. It's better over there because the system, Def Jam's downstairs, we upstairs, whatever floor they was on or whatever. So I'm like, cool or whatever. So I came in there, when I came to Roc-a-fella, I came there with I got jerked already. This is my last chance. Dame told me some real shit. He said, and that shit scared me. He said, look, you got one more chance at this. If it don't work, we got a job for you up here. And I was like, it was real, but it was scary at the same time. Like, yo, I don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? So I came up there, right. So I'm not saying I don't want to work. I didn't want to be a employee for artists, I would say. So when I got there, I was just saying it's not just Roc-a-fella. I'm gonna go downstairs and mess with Leor or Kevin Lowndes and so on and so forth. And I believe, and my perspective was that I learned the business getting jerked. If I didn't get jerked, then I wouldn't know. So when Dame see me start mingling with Kevin Lowndes and Julie Greenwald and everybody, like, yo, you really know what you're doing? I'm like, yeah, my life on the line. You told me you're gonna give me a fucking job. I gotta make this fucking work. So
that's one thing I respected of you, my G. Like, you took over the system. I don't know if it's from what happened at Epic.
It is.
You came to the situation, and instead of just letting the situation happen for you, you controlled it. And I respect that for you because, like you said, you went and mingled with the Julie Greenwalds, the Leos, the Cavs. I know them, but I definitely don't have the relationship you have with them. Why? Because I just chilled. I just thought it was all about studio.
Right.
where you was making business. So I respected that for life, bro, for sure.
Yeah, Bleek, because I had to. Like I said, I know I'm downplaying it, but nigga, my heart started beating when the nigga said I got to get a job. I'm like, I need to go to Bobby Dash. Bobby Dash, you cool, but where Kaiser at? I heard Kaiser, some nigga named Kaiser, the nigga. Let me find where Kaiser's at. Let me find where the system is so I can use both systems. And it's kind of dope because, and not saying y'all guys didn't know the business, but y'all had niggas who loved y'all and was going to take care. Niggas ain't love me at Epic. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't going to make sure I was good. I didn't learn the business. I didn't care about learning the business at first because I'm like, I got a record deal. Like I seen you in another interview explaining how hard it was to get a record deal. So getting a record deal was like not easy to get a record deal. I didn't even care as long as I moved to Jersey and I had a new car. That's all I cared about.
That's a fact. That's all every rapper cared about when we first got on, bro.
Right.
Was that new car and moving out the hood.
Exactly. So
what I like about this story is how it shows the real struggles behind the music business and the people who make it work. Bleek's honesty here is powerful. He doesn't just talk about the tension or the mistakes. He breaks down how business decisions can affect relationships even when everybody has good intentions. You hear him reflect on the moment he felt frustrated with Dame Dash's choices and Cam stepping into a boss role way too early. And that's real. It's not about blaming anybody. It's about perspective and timing. What stands out is Bleek's respect for the system and for Cam. Even though he didn't agree with everything at the time, he saw the bigger picture. He recognized strategy, vision, and leadership. That's a lesson for anybody in business, music, or in life in general. Sometimes things feel unfair or rushed, but with experience and patience, people grow into their roles. I also appreciate how Cam talked about learning the business the hard way. Learning distribution, navigating labels, and building relationships with the right people is something most fans never see. That insight was gold right there. It reminds me that talent alone isn't enough. Understanding the industry and timing your moves matters just as much. From my perspective, this story is a blueprint for respect, growth, and patience. Bleek didn't hate Cam forever. He just needed time to see him step into his role. And the fact that he shares that now shows humility and clarity. That's rare in hip-hop and in business. This also highlights why legacy and strategy matter more than instant gratification. Cam eventually became boss material because he learned, adapted, and grew. Bleek's reflections remind us to look beyond the moment and see the bigger picture. I think fans can take away a lot from this. It's not just about drama or conflicts. It's about learning, evolving, and respecting the process. It's about recognizing talent and leadership even when timing isn't perfect. That's why I find this story so valuable. At the end of the day, this isn't about size or beef. It's about understanding the business, respecting growth, and learning from the moments that challenge us. So let me ask y'all this. Do you believe Memphis Bleek deserved that VP role over Cameron? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.